We are now going to use the graphing calculator to get a linear regression, the correlation coefficient, and we're going to graph our line as well as our scatter plot of the data. To do this, we will start with the Stat button. Hopefully your data has already been entered, number one, into the Stat List 1 and List 2. Once that is done, we will go back to Stat. Notice across the top you have a couple choices: Edit, Calculate, Test. You can get to these with your left and right arrow button. We want to go over to Calculate and down to number 4, Linear Regression. Now I'm going to show you a neat little trick here so that my equation not only is calculated, but it enters it for graphing at the same time. To do that, I'm going to push this VARS button, stands for variables, and the type of variable I want to make is a y variable. It's going to be a function, number 1, and I want to store it as y1. So now when I hit enter, not only did I get the equation for my line by giving me the a and the b value in this format. So the equation of the line is actually y equals 1042.1 x plus 18,754.8. Now notice the r squared and r values. We got that by setting up our calculator to begin with. The r value is called the correlation coefficient, and this tells us how close the data itself is to the line that we just generated. The closer this number is to 1 or -1, the closer the data is to the line. So now we would like to graph it. When I click y equals, notice the equation's already there. That was a little trick I showed you earlier. We also want to make sure your plot 1 is on. If this is not highlighted right now, if it looks like that, just click your up arrow and hit enter. Now I would like to look at the data from the table as well as the equation of the line for the data. Quickest way to do that is clicking zoom and going down to zoom stat. Enter. There's the data, and now we have a line going through the data.